All right, good morning, everybody. Saturday morning, Stumpy Saturday. Not doing a whole lot of major stuff today. Just gonna be kind of piddling around. We got our donor seat here. That came out of a customer's 80-something square body truck. He had us put in some bucket seats for him and said, hey, what are you doing with that? And he said, y'all can have it. Gave us a price and we'll just give him a discount on his invoice. Works out good for us, works out good for him. We decided to hold off on finishing the exhaust completely because we're gonna be lowering this thing here in the next few weeks, and that's gonna kind of change some of the geometry. Phil's kind of already gotten started, just doing a little paint resto. You can kind of see where he hit it with some of that Meguiar's right in here. We're just kind of seeing where it's going to come alive and where it's, you know, dead for good. All right, so you can see right here, it just kind of scrubbed it a little bit with a steel wool pad and here's, you know, 30 seconds of elbow grease. So it actually might patina up really nice. The plan is not to leave this as a patina truck. We're actually going to finish this thing out pretty nice, get the paint done on it. We're not going to do like a full nut and bolt restoration on it, but it is going to be pretty nice. Our goal is really just come in on Saturdays, put in a few hours of work, never really have this thing fully taken apart and undrivable for more than, you know, a day or so. Series of one-day projects. You know, when we lower it, we're also going to be adding a tow assist airbag. That may not be able to all get done in one day because there's some welding, some grinding, some plumbing and all that. The dash, remember we did that on one of the last ones. I've got some parts coming in to finish this out. Seat will get worked on today. Rubber mat coming in, so we'll surface finish this. Rust inhibitor on the stuff that doesn't need any patching. That one's got a couple little small holes we'll probably touch up and patch over there before we do that. It's nothing worth doing a whole floor pan or anything on this thing. The trans tunnel needs a little love, but we'll probably wait till the transmission's out and possibly do that from under the car because that's back up in here under the seat. But we'll see what it looks like when we pull the seat. Pretty much it for the interior. It doesn't need a repaint. It just needs all the stuff put back, and then we'll go through the wiring. That's really the only rust place on this thing. Right, yeah, it's the corner of the door on both sides. The door needs to be fully repaired or replaced, and I think a brand new door from one of these aftermarket places, which is, I'm assuming it's probably going to fit terribly, but they're like 190 bucks for the whole thing. I'm going back and forth because that might be a fun chance to just do a little bit of metal work practice, maybe get an English wheel out or something and, you know, make that patch panel and just kind of have a little fun. Always trying to find an opportunity to exercise skills. It's not too bad. It's just right there. You know, you need the inside and the outside and then that bottom seam. And so it's, do you want to spend the time or do you want to spend the money? But with the way these aftermarket sheet metal panels and stuff seem to fit these days, none of them are really great. You might spend 190 bucks, but after you transfer over all your regulators, your mirrors, your windows, your wings, all the little small hardware and stuff, I mean, you might have a comparable amount of time into just repairing what you got. So here's the seat cover. It's a LMC cover, a couple $100 for that bad boy. So we're just talking back and forth about door inserts. I was on the fence about getting them because the ones that they have that are in it are in pretty good shape. They're well worn, but there's no tears in them. They're a little crusty, a little dirty. I mean, LMC truck has a brand new set for $229 for two. So I ended up just buying them. I didn't think that was a bad price at all. We'll mess around with them. We'll do some restoration techniques. Phil's got a few good techniques to kind of get the color back in them. We'll show them to you guys here in a little bit after we're done piddling with this seat. When you don't have money, you can spend time. Sometimes you don't have time, you spend a little bit of money. right there. Obviously got to tuck our trim right here next to my ring finger. But I mean, I'll give you guys a good look. This came from LMC truck also, and I gotta say, man, I mean, the fitment right off the bat looks like it's pretty good. We'll see how it goes the rest of the way. Let's get a quick look at this. I mean, overall, pretty happy with how everything laid out. Foam is not heavily used, but old. I mean, that came out good. Took us about 10-15 minutes. Can't complain. It's a little helper. This is the probably original seat cover, it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, a little bit of low spot there. And then what they had done was basically tucked that in there. So that kind of sucks. Driver sliding his ass and getting in and out. Divot. We happen to have another square body seat. This came out of a 92. Customer wanted the original seat put back in, but this is a OG square body seat. So we're gonna slice this cover open real quick and check the condition of the foam. This is why our shop is so full of junk. I mean, we don't throw a lot of stuff out. We throw out some stuff just doing for your own project or something like that. I mean, having a shop, you can come buy some gold every now and then, and this might be one of those instances. We'll see. That foam's in pretty good shape. That one looks in way better shape. It's got this little guy here, but I mean, we can fill that in. Did somebody shove something in that one?
Yeah, it's a cigarette burn.
Yeah, they just shoved like a cotton ball in there. Yeah, I think if we do...
Yeah, let's swap it out. Just look on that side over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you need to do is just cut the
Pretty
holes.
clapped out.
Yeah, so the butt was disintegrated.
Old seat we had over there in the corner, much better shape. So we're just gonna use the foam out of that. Took my pocket knife, cut some holes in it for the seat belt. Put this thing on the frame. Nice looking piece right here. You know, the original is vinyl, but I went with cloth. But here in Texas, it gets so hot. Vinyl seats will just absolutely burn your back and legs right off. It's like sitting on like a Blackstone grill or something, like the first time you get in the car.
Like, you remember as a kid sliding down like the metal slide and you're like, ah!
Yeah. Going with cloth, and then, you know, for durability, putting over like a neoprene seat cover or something like that if you're gonna be getting in and out dirty. But I think this thing looks pretty nice. It's, you know, it's got the vinyl trim, the vinyl piping, the cloth center section, so, you know, hopefully you don't scold your baby skin off. But the cover is hog ringed and secured. Massage out these lumps by kind of working the foam into where it's supposed to be. Now a Frankenstein seat. We got 3 seats in here. 3 seats becomes 1. Dress it up a little bit, relieve it's tight in some areas, loose in others. Have it right here in a minute. Pittsburgh floor pan.
Yeah. Well, put a hole in my floor now. All right, it's gonna drop.
All right, go for it. All right, seats out. Very nice. Very, very nice. I cannot complain. All this in the trans tunnel is good. Got two different seat belts. That's like a 67 to 72, and the rest are the correct ones. This one, they've changed the belt out. There we go. That'd be a good center belt. I gotta love working on these old trucks, man. It's so easy. I mean,
These are aircraft.
Are they?
belts. Yeah,
How many are there?
2.
I'd say lift it out and use them, because I want to run all three, because I was gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, but
riding along.
aircraft.
Nice.
Yeah,
Those
these
things
are Piper aircraft seats.
Yeah, those are too sweet to just use one. All right, so the Stumpy seat out, got to be original. I mean, there's a lot of tears in it. Looking pretty good. Looks like a sofa, baby. 90 minutes of work, couple $100 for the seat cover and some scrap. You know, I mean, I don't really count that cost of these seats against me. Transfer our tracks over. Went to the gas station. Got a little refreshment. Got some additional caffeine. I want to pop a squat in there, Phil. Let's see how it looks.
Yeah, feels good. Just need a cup holder for the Coors Light or something.
Yeah,
or
dude, we do
big
that.
old monster.
We gotta
Right
do
here, right here.
That's the hard part about the 4-speed too. You can't like hard mount some.
Yeah, make sure you put the shifter all the way up here.
Yeah. Rat rod style. Yeah. Now we're gonna get this thing bolted down. Seat belts pulled through. Torque twisting that body, baby. Big block.
Plastic door panels and stuff. Grab you a blowtorch. I'm sure everybody's seen it, but just kind of come over here and make sure you don't hit it too close to the flame. Do you see it changing colors? Just kind of work with it. Just kind of take your time with it. This door panel's a little warped and stuff, so it actually helps. Say you got an old door panel that's warped. Get that thing a little warm, and then you just come in and just push it back, have something pressed against it, and you can get it to suck back up again. Yeah, change the colors right there. So all you're trying to do is just melt the plastic back into itself. When it comes to like right here and stuff, you really can't use the blowtorch trick. You have to sand it down a little bit and then go over it. See right there where I hit it with the blowtorch a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can use Armor All if you want the real shiny stuff.
Damn, that blue's coming back good. I think if we pop that off and hit it with a DA sander or something, you know, high grit, 320 or something, you know, just to, because you don't want to get rid of the texturing, but you want to knock that top layer off.
Yeah.
And then came back with that torch, because that torch is bringing that blue back to life right there. Yeah, see, like I bet you this is a lot of like skin oils and stuff like that. If we degrease this really good and then hit it with some light sandpaper, I bet you could bring this thing back. I just went over this with the DA real quick. You can kind of see the difference right here. Come through here. That tough stuff. see it cooling off right here. Coming back, but I mean, there's your before and after line right there. It's not perfect, but I would say for the cost of a little bit of elbow grease, I mean, there you go. I went with 120 grit and no pressure, just the weight of the tool, and I just made sure I didn't stay in one spot too long. You know, you can save a few bucks and get a pretty good result, especially if you're just going to drive this thing. I'd be very happy with that. But I think that's probably going to be it for this one. Wrap the video up. We've got shipment confirmation as of a couple days ago from LMC Truck on a bunch of interior parts for this one. And the 73 over there in the corner, that thing is so close to done, and that one has been an absolute mountain to climb. I'm really proud of the guys, the work that we had to put in to get that thing right electrically. Everybody that knows that wiring diag is unfortunately brutal. If you're working on your own stuff, it's just a lot of time. If you have a shop working on it, it's very expensive. You can spend 4, 5, 6 hours for one wire, for one butt connector. Your materials fee is like 35 cents, but your labor fee is like gonna push $1,000. And that's kind of the case of that. And I hate those jobs because it's always tough to tell the customer. Luckily, he knows us, he trusts us, and we're the third shop to have it, and we're the only one that's got it right. See y'all in the next one.